you for having me. As she said, I was asked to explain what the next 6 months will bring, but I'm actually unable to do so because every 3 weeks my whole research changes. So I'm Maarten Frank, currently starting a PhD at VUB also. So I'm working on a PhD in the arts about AI in live entertainment. And besides that, I work on large events in the live entertainment sector. So first of all, what is AI? I'm not going to read the slide, so if you want to read, you can go ahead. In my definition, it's just a software that's good at recognizing patterns. Why am I showing this? This definition comes from Lieve Scheire. Belgian people will know him. It's a very famous Belgian science communicator. His book about AI, which is a very, very good introduction if you're not really familiar with the subject, is also available in English now. So please all order it for the library for your school. It's a very, very good introduction to AI. But then a lot of you asking the same question, will this take my job? I asked Sander de Rijke if he wants
te doen over AI het afgelopen jaar. En veel mensen in de creatieve sector hebben schrik dat ze vervangen worden door AI. Ik heb die schrik niet. Je gaat niet vervangen worden door AI. Je gaat vervangen worden door mensen die kunnen werken met AI. Dat is een groot verschil.
Sorry, I forgot this conference was in English, so I just asked.
There's a lot of talk about AI last year, and many people in the creative sector are afraid of being replaced by AI. I don't have that fear. You will not be replaced by AI. You will be replaced by people who can work with AI. That is a big difference.
Okay, just to measure the level of AI knowledge in the room, which makes it easier to do my talk. Everyone knows what this was, what we just saw. Everyone knows HeyGen. Okay, so I won't have to explain it. Let's go a bit further. So what I want to present is my current state of these 6 weeks in AI. And I'm going to show how an agentic workflow could work. Everyone is aware of agents? Yes, no, yes? Okay. Everyone already worked themselves with agents or just read about it? Just to know, okay. MCP servers? Yeah, kind of. Okay, so let me explain what we're looking at. It's an AI-generated visual, so I don't do anything myself. What I'm trying to build is a clone of myself. So the goal is that I can start sitting on my boat and just enjoying the sun, and that my clone will be able to recreate and to create the work that I'm paid for today. Right? So that's kind of looking where's the border, where's the human in this loop. That's my research. And what do we need to do that? That's, first of all, there's like a fine-tuned large language model. We choose one of the big models, and we fine-tune it with everything that I have access to. My social media feeds, everything I read, everything I ever created in my life is being fed to the model. Besides that, there's like this big closet with all little agents inside that will start looking into this information, getting the question from the researcher or from the artist, and it will start using its knowledge from the LLM, and it will start using itself different models that have been trained or trained and fine-tuned to generate whatever I need in my practice. So this can be models that generate video, it can be models that generate audio, it can be models that track movement. All this information is then sent back to the agents, and the agents can then talk to an MCP server. An MCP server is like the way out for ChatGPT or for a large language model, where it makes a connection with the real things we daily use as a human. So, for example, in my practice, I do use light tables, video servers to connect to the real lights in rooms or on live entertainment shows. Using an MCP server, I give access to this AI model, to these real tools. So you can create your own servers who have access to Resolume, for example, which is a software to play videos, which enables the AI agents to take control of the real world. Okay, so it's a kind of embodied AI. We'll have an explanation about it later. So I'm going to show some different videos in this process, and hopefully it will, there are no bikini videos, sorry. Hopefully it will make it a little more clear. So first of all, generative AI video models. Everyone has seen VO3? Yeah, no, for those who didn't.
We can talk.
No more silence.
Yes, we can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk.
We can talk with accents.
Oh, I think that would be marvelous.
Yes, it is very fun. But
Yes, it is very good.
It's very fun.
I can talk.
Yes.
We can talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, not a video of me, but one of the first videos that came out after VO3 launched, with a lot of improvements, mainly in speech and audio, which is quite new in the era, quite impressive and quite accessible already. Officially, you can't have access to VO3 in Europe for the moment. They just launched UK, but there's plenty of ways you can already try it out and use it. Generative audio, everyone knows Suno. I create videos, so I'm always happy if I can use a full orchestra, a little demo of text and orchestra. Just to show the quality. Not too long, but a big difference with AI audio we had like until 2 years ago, so it's quite impressive and available for agents because all of these models have APIs, so your agents have access to this kind of quality. Next one, a system now bought by Autodesk, which is called Wonder Dynamics. Maybe you haven't seen this one.
They say all great stories start with a sense of wonder. And what if bringing those stories to life wasn't limited by our resources, but only by our imagination? Welcome to Wonder Studio, where making movies with CGI is as simple as selecting your actor and assigning a character. The system uses AI to track the actor's performance across cuts and automatically animates, lights, and composes the CG character directly into the scene. Whether it's one shot or a full sequence, Wonder Studio analyzes and captures everything from body motion, lighting, compositing, camera motion, and it even tracks the actor's facial performance. All the artist needs is a camera. Filmmaking is a medium of creativity and collaboration between artists. There's no AI that can replace that. Wonder Studio was built to empower those artists while still...
Okay, let's move on. It's a bit cherry-picked, but I use the system and it's actually doing what they promise that it does. The quality they show in the video is a bit too high, but it's coming and it will be there, not in 6 weeks maybe, but in 3 months. This means that what we just saw normally would cost 100,000 euros to create as a special effect. And now it comes into the hands of single indie developers like me that can just use it to tell a story. And it also comes into the reach of my agents because they can also talk to it and use this technology in the cloud. Just to show where we are, this is like a little test on my own laptop, so running on an old 5-year-old laptop. Let me play it. Where it's able to become someone else. This is an open source model where you can just type whatever you want and the person in front of the camera becomes someone else. Imagine that you use this technology. I show the next video, which is from someone else on a better computer than mine, where you just take the webcam, one picture, and this is the result. So this means that my students don't like it if I tell this, but when I fly to Barcelona and I have a 1.5 hour flight and I want to watch Oppenheimer, which is like a 3-hour movie, and I actually only want to see it with Tom Cruise as an actor, this can now be done real time. So your Netflix or your smart television will be able to recut, rephrase, change the actors in your movies. So this is actually what's coming. Okay. Fast example of an MCP server. It's not fully connected, but it's also running on my machine. Just to show the power of it, this is a Claude creating code to talk to Blender. Blender is a 3D program, and the big difference with generative AI, where you just generate images of something, is that Claude creates code that draws inside Blender like a human would do. So the result is a full 3D model. Okay, this is a not so well-drawn castle, but it's a very good start. Imagine you can take a picture of your a missing part of your bike, and Claude will generate code to draw it in 3D in Blender, and you print it on your 3D printer, it just comes out. We're really very, very close to that. Multimodality. Maybe someone saw the demo from Astra. This is a Google demo, but it's now actually available today in, I think, Gemini. You can, in AI Studio Gemini, you can do this. Keep this. I always keep this in mind if I'm thinking about our students, how we have to interact with them, and what is the kind of information they have access to. So let me just show the video.
What famous piece of literature does this remind you of?
That image of a skull reminds me of Hamlet. Do you enjoy Shakespeare's work?
Yes, I do. Can you tell me what this famous thought experiment might be and explain it to me in one sentence?
That looks like the ship of Theseus thought experiment. It questions whether an object that has had all of its components replaced remains fundamentally the same object.
Can you give me a creative poem about these objects?
A vibrant orb, a mind laid bare, time's silent passage fills the air. The fruit of thought, the sands that fall, what memories will it recall?
Cool. Can you explain this diagram to me in a couple sentences?
This appears to be a diagram depicting spectral lines from different elements. It is likely illustrating the characteristic frequencies of light emitted by those elements in a spectroscopic and
Okay, so I think we got the idea. The fact that prompting was long time the only way to interact with AI models is behind us. So when you start creating for your education institution or somewhere else an interaction that you want to do with AI models, think about all the other ways of passing information. I always try to explain to my students, if we do filmmaking, imagine you have to talk to your cameraman, and the only way you can use is email. So you're not on the same set, and the only way you can brief your camera person is by email. I'm quite sure it won't work. You have to show pictures, you have to show IDs, you have to draw mood boards to be able to communicate. So don't forget that when you... yes, okay. Next, an example, how an AI agent workflow could work. I stole it from YouTube yesterday evening, just to show you how easy this. This is a demo of N8N, which is free, actually free. You can download it, run it locally on your computer. And you have all these little building blocks, little AI agents you can connect, and you can connect them to the APIs of the services of your choice. If you have like an API key for ChatGPT, you connect your ChatGPT. If you work with Gemini, you connect Gemini, but you can also connect to all these different services I already showed. So this is how easy it is.
As you can see, we communicate with our agent here through Telegram, and that can be either voice or text. So I'm gonna move this over to the side here. I'm gonna open up my Telegram. As you can see, here's a video that we had it create earlier for us, but I'm gonna ask it to
just pause it a second to make sure that everyone understands what's going on. What we see is his browser, where he created with some building blocks a chain of AI agents, and he communicates with these agents through, what is it, Telegram, I think. Yeah, it's Telegram, can be WhatsApp, can be an interface you build. So on the left, you see his Telegram that's open, and he will type or talk or send a picture to it. That will be fed to the AI agent network, and then it will start working.
to create an image for us. Create an image for a flyer for cat food, and there's a flash sale. Okay, so we just sent that off. You can see it's transcribing that audio, hitting the marketing team agent, and it's going to hit its create image tool. And right now that workflow is processing, and I'll check back in a sec when we get that image. Okay, looks like it just finished up. As you can see, we just got our message. Here's your flyer image for cat food with flash sale.
Okay, don't have so many minutes, so I have to go on. A quick look at something we may not forget to do, that a lot of people are trying to use AI tools to replace stuff we're already doing, or to look at it as an assistant that helps me in doing my daily tasks. Please take yourself to challenge to also see what new things you can do with AI, because there's plenty of options. This is a very good example of a smart guy who uses a little light and a camera on top, together with a prompt, with a real-time prompt, to generate like Baroque buildings. These are new kinds of art. This is something we couldn't do before. So please try to do, I'm not gonna skip this one. Quick one. So an original part, and I just wanted to show that you can also make a little time machine with it, where you just ask to take a video. We can almost do this real time and set it back to a 70s studio environment. So complete new ways of making television. As the last one, a very good example of embodied AI. Once you have this system running, when you have this whole chain of things together, which is actually very doable on yourself or with a small team. You don't need very big companies to do this. You can embody the AI into robotics, because that's what after the 6 weeks, the next 6 weeks will bring, it's robotics. So I teach camera persons, and I start a year with showing them this. So that's not this is Boston Dynamics. It's not a programmed robot. It's an agentic system running, getting all the info, and sending it to the robot and using the robot. I think my 3 minutes are done. Yeah.